A battle for everything for both of these teams. Cloud9 looking to strike while the iron's hot. A fantastic last couple of weeks, while the Knights on a bit of a slide, losing 4 of their last 5. Turtle, what do you think? Do the Knights have it in them to take down the revitalized Cloud9?
I don't think so. I want to be honest. I think it's going to be a really favored match towards Cloud9, mainly because, like you said, they are on fire. They have all the momentum right now that they could possibly ask for. And truthfully, if you watch that series for Cloud9 last weekend against Ghost as well, I think that entire series, you could see that Cloud9, they were back to their original transition game where they're moving the ball to the midfield. They're doing the classic Cloud9 defensive positioning where they'll kind of stay passive, and then all of a sudden, boom, out of nowhere, they explode onto the offensive side with crazy passing plays, great 1v1 abilities from Squishy, and then Torment finally doing solid in the backfield. So I just don't think that the Knights have what it takes right now to take down Cloud9.
And it's definitely going to be a tough one, no doubt, but it is milestone day for a couple players on the Pittsburgh Knights, both Gyro and Reddles. Game 1 will be their 100th RLCS career game, so congratulations to you guys, but we can't get wrapped up in just having a total games played celebration, because you do got to win them at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And so...
And, I mean, for the Knights, it's going to be harder, though, because they do have that 3-1, 3-0 requirement versus Cloud9 that they're going to be so needing right now to actually make that top 6. So for the Knights, there's a lot more pressure on their shoulders.
Definitely. As we prepare the kickoff, the Knights, we'll see if they can handle that pressure, and they're definitely going to be under a lot of it. Cloud9 have definitely been on a tear these past couple of weeks, and if they keep that same level of speed and aggression up that they've had, it's definitely going to be a tough one. However, Pittsburgh Knights, not a team to take lightly regardless of the dip in performance from last season. As we see here, game starting with Pittsburgh on offense. AJ missing the double tap and Gimmick with the long clear. And I'm curious if Cloud9 will be able to have that same level of speed and aggression out of the midfield that we see Squishy Muffin's usually so good at being able to provide, with Gimmick to follow up. And actually, it'll be Gimmick pretty much uncontested. He had a lot of time to work with out of the corner.
And right off the bat, I mean, you talked about the speed out of midfield, but it was AJ actually in the backfield who was too slow to match Gimmick's pace. He didn't think that he was going to go for the challenge so fast. And AJ in particular, I just want to talk about it. This is a player that I think makes or breaks everything on the Knights. For AJ, on defense, I think he struggles a lot with finding the proper positioning, with finding the proper confidence to go for challenges. But then whenever he can finally transition to the offensive side, he's making incredible plays. Even last week when we saw it against Rogue, he had this insane flip reset passing play to Reddles. It's things like that that they need to rely on to really succeed if you're the Knights.
Definitely agree with you on the fact that AJ is a very ball control type of player, as Squishy battling for possession over on the Knights half. There's a demo in the corner to see if Cloud9 can hang on to it, but they'll just give ground. Gyro with the clear, looking for the pass into the middle. A little bit of a slow play, and Gimmick doesn't have time for them to set up anything, as he won't be willing to give me space. Torment ripped towards the middle, and AJ able to find a nice backflip delay touch. And Reddles long clear, Squishy looking for Torment, and it'll be a 1-on-2 if Reddles can make it back. Torment cuts left and right and denied. Squishy out of his own half, and Cloud9 struggling to get past the midfield line and hang on to the ball. Gyro lofted high. Reddles going to give ground. Gimmick using a lot of boost, floated towards the goal. No problem for Torment. Squishy wants to pop forward. And again, that midfield line so strong for the Pittsburgh Knights so far. Reddles into the middle. Torment going to have to make sure he nails that challenge. Popped off the side wall. Shot on target, but AJ there to defend. As Gimmick will see what AJ does, and here's those types of plays we were talking about. Turtle, there's the air dribble in. Oh, so close. Just off the top corner.
Yeah, that is what we look for whenever it comes to giving AJ the ball, giving him space in the air. He's the player who, I'm telling you, he is going to start the flame for them. But then on defense, I guess the ball's just going to roll in after a bit of a physical play here from Torment.
Just flicks the ball forward. AJ gets bumped out, and I'm not sure if he caught a piece of Reddles, but either way, you feel like Reddles definitely should have got a piece of that one.
I think that was definitely an opportunity for Reynolds to at least have AJ's back in the bump there. There was time, there was space, but I think he mistimed that flip a little bit on that initial hit out. But then Reynolds, okay, he's going to make up for it and respond on the other side.
We'll get one back. Gyro following closely to AJ on the kickoff and just wins the challenge. Reynolds is just being aggressive out of the midfield and trying to support his teammate as AJ went back for boost, and they turned it into a nice kickoff goal and cut the lead in half.
Reynolds is also one of those guys who's really been taking charge. Like Gibbs said, even during the death segment, he's been the guy who has made a top run for MVP.
AJ into the middle. Reynolds pulled off it. I think he expected Cloud9 to have a touch there, and it allows Torment to just bomb the ball away. What could have been an equalizer turns into them having to work out of their own half. Gyro downfield. Squishy and Gimmick both up for it, but they will find the safety of the corner. Floated towards the middle. Squishy sizing up the challenge and kicked into open space. Gyro to himself. He's going to need a little bit of help here from Reynolds. He's going to have to stretch. He'll let it go. Squishy not able to get the cleanest catch, and will have to battle AJ for possession in the Knights' corner. In front from Gimmick. Reynolds going to help Gyro out as it crosses the goal line. AJ uncontested. Here's what we see. There's the fake. Squishy gets on top. Reynolds into the middle for Gyro. Pass, and that is to the back post and denied. Gimmick nerves his steal, doesn't get antsy, and makes the top save.
A gorgeous attempt, though, from AJ. I loved the patience that I saw out of him. It just came down to that final hit. But so far, we're seeing some solid aggression from a lot of the Knights. I think the way they're moving the ball forward has been very creative. I love the passing as well. But so far, I mean, Cloud9, they have been way too strong right now with how they explode onto offense and really, you know, create an attack towards the net.
I mean, and talk to me a little bit. What do you think are the keys for creating that type of explosiveness? Is it the boost? Is it the positioning? What do you find to be the most important factor?
It's the clears. I think the most unique thing about Cloud9 is the way that they can clear the ball. And I think that this is a stem from, you know, earlier on whenever they were world champions, was that they can be on defense, get put in these crazy situations like right here where they need to make a save, they can make it happen. And then now they can go push forward for some offensive clears. And it's always about finding each other when you do go for the clears. Yeah.
A real nice job from Torment there to delay AJ to getting to that ball, make the follow-up challenge. And here's Gimmick finally able to support. It's the stop touch in the corner. Gyro right on top of it, though, also being a big problem for Cloud9 to handle. Hard cut from Torment up to the ceiling. Does he have any help? There's the straight down touch. Gimmick got a little too close, and it's over his head. And Squishy will fall back all the way to his corner. Demo will give him a free look. Air dribble. Flip reset. Back post, and Gyro is there. They run into each other, and AJ is just going to have to buy a few moments here. With 15 seconds left, the Knights searching for something. And Torment just being a rock in the midfield. Reynolds trying to keep the play going. Squishy misses the ball, and Reynolds will pop it too high. Torment under pressure. Gimmick to help him out, and Cloud9 fighting to find the clear, and somehow they escape, and Reynolds is going to be upset that he didn't turn that one in.
My God. A bump even was attempted there on the net on the side of Cloud9, attacking their defense. Yet the Knights, Gyro, like you said, he was so close. He could have easily found that angle, the one opportunity they'd been waiting for almost this entire first game to at least equalize it. I thought the Knights had great pressure, but in the end of the day, it was just too much of a solid performance on the defensive side from Cloud9, and also with the passing plays.
7 saves for Cloud9, 5 for the Knights. And overall, a pretty even spread in the shot department as well. So really a game that could have gone either way. And that sounds about right, because, you know, for the most of the season, the Knights offense has definitely taken a downturn from their last season's performance. And Cloud9 has only just recently started firing up in terms of getting the productivity going on that side of the ball. And in terms of output and capability, they're about equal. So game one definitely, I think, gives you a good snapshot of what the rest of this series could look like. Game 2 underway, and we'll see if perhaps the Knights can generate a couple more kickoff goals as well.
And what has been so fun about this whole season for Cloud9, not only about their story arc, their narrative that they've been building with, you know, having a really poor start to the season, only to explode now as we get here into the final week, is Squishy and his play style. He's been so consistent with bringing the 1v1 challenges, with bringing those individual solo plays. Even when his teammates or his team alone was not, you know, popping off or doing well, he has been solid and doing what he does best with these flip resets, these insane mechanics So we'd look to him to, you know, still see that incredible explosive play where he just takes it himself.
Ooh. Well, he very narrowly set up a goal-scoring opportunity for Torment right there. And I absolutely agree with you. I think Squishy has always been the can opener, as I like to call him, for Cloud9. And once again, he tries to get one out for Gimmick. It's a bit of a stretch, and Reddles will cut it off, no problem. And 1 minute already elapsed here in game 2. Demo in the midfield on Gyro leaves Squishy just to punt the ball away. He found Torment left side, and how about that? That's what you were talking about. It's the clears into the explosive counterattack.
Yes, it is these clears all the way up forward in the offensive side. Torment is waiting for Squishy, and this is something we didn't see before in the season. Right in that situation, I feel like Squishy and Torment wouldn't be on the same page. They wouldn't be ready to counterattack, but now that Cloud9 is feeling themselves, they're doing well. You can see the explosive play, and now the bump out of Gimmick. Cloud9 are feeling hot right now.
Look at Squishy here. Fakes the dribble to zone AJ out, gets
beautiful.
the bump, opens the door, opens the can, and Gimmick will make a nice goal.
And you have to appreciate the awareness from Squishy. He knows that Gimmick is waiting for an opportunity, so instead, you know, Squishy takes the selfless route and decides to just drop the ball down and go for the demo instead of take the solo play.
Pressure, though, off the kickoff. AJ looking to float one in, and they'll get it right back. Again, the Knights able to create a scoring chance off the kickoff.
Hopefully we can see this more, the Reddles and AJ duo. You can even see Gyro going for physical plays there, crashing the net as he sweeps across. But this AJ and Reddles duo, I'm telling you, Sheaves, this is what we want to see from them. Even last weekend, you know, in one of their first games, we saw instantly 3 goals, Reddles and AJ, back to back to back. And that is the kind of play style that I think the Knights are really looking to find themselves in.
Well, another kickoff, and Cloud9 having to deal with some physical efforts as Gyro goes across the goal line. Gimmick and Squishy backed up into their own goal and don't have a lot of time to really orient themselves here, and it's a real chance for the Knights. Gyro getting physical, opens the door for AJ, top left corner, and somehow Gimmick able to get up there and pull that out of the goal. I don't know how he made that stop, but Reynolds isn't finished, tries to float one high, and Squishy gets in his face, and the boost being stolen relentlessly by the Knights, making it tough for Cloud9 to break out, as Reynolds makes a great block. Gyro with the flick, and again, Squishy able to dive in front, make a quick clear, and a big stand from Cloud9.
Pressure was still on for the Knights, but now they've managed to find their way out of it, and Gimmick, he hasn't had so much boost, even for that magical save. I don't know how he managed to pull that off, but a huge, like you said, statement from the defense of Cloud9 as they managed to hold on.
Gyro going to take this one peacefully out of his own half, but he clearly isn't comfortable catching the ball. Tries to just win the challenge on his own corner. And a slow roller for Torment. Collects it. Goes straight through. Gimmick trying to bump Gyro, and if Gimmick had got that demo, for sure a goal. Squishy trying to go towards the net. Gyro with time to recover. Gimmick so aggressive. Squishy with a little hitch in the step. Reddles there to challenge him. Torment's going to have to give ground and just control the ball here on the side wall. Fakes out Gyro. Trying to drill it straight through AJ. Now it's Reddles' contention on the side wall. Gimmick towards the goal, and Cloud9 refusing to let up now.
And a big part of why this pressure from Cloud9 has been so lethal as I say this. Okay, Gyro, a runaway goal from him from the midfield.
Torment just goes for the challenge. Squishy got caught turning around, didn't rotate all the way back. Not really sure where that ball was headed, and unfortunately, right into the waiting arms of Gyro. And Squishy, trying to be aggressive, ends up giving up an open path down the middle.
And that's just an unfortunate 50 where you really have to try and assume that it's going to go one way or the other. Squishy just chose the one wrong way to turn. And now they get a little bit mixed up in net here. Things are starting to look a bit more shaky from Cloud9.
It's those kickoffs that have really favored the Knights quite well. As AJ just trying to fall on the ball. Gimmick will just pump that ball up to the other side. Reddles with command on the side wall. Pushing it straight down into Torment. Squishy will battle against Gyro, pinches all the way across the goal. Gimmick will make a nice read on the side wall. And AJ is going to need some help. Kind of drips that one down in front and allows Torment to come through for a demo, which means Squishy has an opportunity here to make something happen. Just kind of lifts one towards the goal and puts pressure on with the physical aspects. I think Squishy trying to tip that out to Torment just mistimed it. And the Knights will get out unscathed here in a minute, but Torment's not going to let him out for free. Tip down into the middle for Squishy into the right-hand side, and how about Torment? That's not a play we're used to seeing out of him.
Torment, a beautiful pass. Like you said, we're not used to seeing him be so comfortable in the air, but he has been on fire, and this goal might be what seals the deal to get the first 2 games won for Cloud9. Cloud9, if they win this game here, they have made top 6 a huge turnaround season for them. Knights, they have everything to fight for right now as they trail by 1 goal.
AJ not able to punch that ball back into the middle, but Gyro will wheel around. He's looking for help, and he has to play it slow because nobody's there, and that is Squishy just kicking that all the way down to the other side, and that is a big time waster here. As we near 30 seconds, Torment wins a great challenge. Gyro playing calmly in his goal, looks for the kick upfield. He's going to need help from AJ, but he kind of got stuck on the wall there. It means Reynolds has to fight out of his corner, and Cloud9 are happy to play corner ball. They've managed to waste a good 20 seconds off of 1 clear out of their own half. Down in the middle, AJ slow roller. Squishy doesn't panic and knows Gimmick is there. And again, launched up the pitch.
10.
Out towards the side, Squishy looking for Torment to try and put it away, and it's kicked off a Knights player. AJ out into the middle for Gyro. He actually lets it fall. Squishy does not get it down onto the ground. Reynolds with the last chance here. Gyro looking to get physical and push people out of the way. AJ met by Torment in the middle of the pitch. And Cloud9 up 2-0 in the series off a big go-ahead goal with a beautiful pass from Torment to Squishy.
Top 6 secured right now for Cloud9. A great win for them. They've got the rest of the series still to fight for, and the Knights as well. But Torment, I thought that, this defensive stance from him, while there were mistakes from Cloud9, they didn't let it get to them. And on the other side for the Knights, we didn't see any real exploitation off of mistakes, off of bumps, or any plays like that. And we've just been waiting to see Cloud9, slip up on the defensive side, but it hasn't happened so far, Chiefs.
They have not slipped up very much, that's for sure. And a nice job from Cloud9 on defense, and Gimmick, who at least in the pregame lobby said he was feeling a little bit under the weather before the series started, has had a great series as well. And so we'll see if the Knights are able to take advantage of that. But so far, Gimmick, despite feeling a little sick today, has had a fantastic series so far.
Yeah, it has been, super solid from Cloud9. I think this is amazing. The main thing that I'm extremely excited for from Cloud9 is the fact that they're trusting each other. Even on that mistake where, Squishy turned out of the midfield, assuming Torment was going to win the challenge, I still think that's a really good sign for Cloud9 because it shows that Squishy, unlike before, has complete confidence in his teammates to win challenges, to be aggressive, and to make positive plays that'll impact him and also Gimmick. So to have that confidence in Torment, and it shows there on the field, I think that's a good sign for Cloud9 and really a good symbol of where they are right now in their season.
Well, here comes Game 3. Cloud9 looking to sweep Pittsburgh Knights, and it would be just a catastrophic collapse of the back half of the season for the Knights if they go down here, and they're looking to not go quietly. AJ can put it away, and he will go under Torment, and the first goal goes to the Knights in Game 3.
Reynolds, a good job of just finding that upper corner to pass it out to Gyro. Nobody's there on the backboard waiting. Gyro puts an easy shot on net and then goes for the demo 3-man passing play. Everybody involved. AJ's there for the crash, and the Knights get a good start here in Game 3.
Not done yet. A lot of success off the kickoff. AJ lifts one towards the goal. There's the demo, but it's going to ping pong around, and Gyro will kick it back outside. And I thought for sure that one was going to be 2-0 Knights. Unfortunately, the bounces do not favor them, and the pinch goes the wrong way as well. Gimmick floated into the middle with no support here from Cloud9. He's just trying to hang on to the ball. Will finally peel off and let Squishy come in for a challenge. Torment a little too aggressive. Gimmick, though, so quick out of his own half. Torment making a great read on where Gyro's going with that ball, but simply too far away from Squishy, and Cloud9 will reset to the midfield.
Oh, but I love that win there from Squishy in the midfield. You can see he's been aggressive, gets right in front of the face, and so far it hasn't really been a fight for Cloud9 in the midfield to get in front of a lot of these challenges. While they're trailing a goal, they still have 4 minutes left to kind of recuperate. If they can control that midfield, I have no doubt in my mind that they can, have what it takes and create opportunities to win this game.
Torment takes that dribble, and Reynolds denying him at the midfield line as once again the Pittsburgh Knights trying to just get in Cloud9's face on their own half. Squishy keeping it close. Torment, does he go for the demo? No, he wants to just kick it off the backboard, and AJ will just come across and take that away. Gyro in support here behind him, trying to figure out where this dribble's going to go. They go for the pinch, And the Knights trying to get it creative here, take a 2-goal lead. Unfortunately, the execution just off. All in front, they drop it down, just a missed touch, and Squishy will capitalize.
And we're looking at Gyro on the defensive side. He just mistimed his flip, and Reynolds also had the clear. Better communication could have come out from Reynolds in the backfield. Gyro as well, a little bit of a forced hit there as he pre-flipped, and he didn't have any time to correct himself, missing the hit. And now we've got an equalizer from Cloud9.
Went for that fake kickoff as well. Squishy peeling off and going for that midfield boost, hoping that Torment would be able to give him a great pass. Unfortunately for the Knights, Reynolds just came up empty in the midfield. AJ trying to buy time. Gyro putting the pressure on. It should be a free ball here for Cloud9 as AJ just tries to box him out and see if he can buy time for them to rotate back, and it does work out for them. As Reynolds able to poke it through the midfield line, cut right. And a dribble now for Torment out of his own half. AJ trying to snuff that out, but unfortunately, Torment presence of mind just lets it go right under him. Over halfway gone in game 3, Cloud9 trying to just secure a nice clean sweep. But the Pittsburgh Knights not willing to go quietly as they continue to put on pressure. Gimmick with the speed out of the midfield finds Torment up the line, looking for the delayed flick. Gyro patiently on the goal line with a nice save. Squishy one more time into the middle. Torment gonna stretch, and he actually got there and put that into the top left corner. Talk about going and getting it.
I love the aggression from Cloud9. You can see Torment. He's actually deciding to rotate out, but instead he sees the play, knows that Squishy is going in for the corner pass, and we even just saw an opportunity created right before this play. Back-to-back chances for Cloud9. They don't let up. They don't stop the rotation. And now we're not seeing 2 players back, but instead we're seeing 2 players forward, which creates better opportunities. We can see Squishy even getting involved in the physical side, getting demos, everything flowing like a well-oiled machine from Cloud9.
Gyro with the command, looking for the dunk off the crossbar. Gimmick into the middle for Squishy, and now it's again a game of time management for Cloud9. Can they survive 90 seconds of this Knights offense? Gyro to AJ off the backboard. Squishy coming out of the back of the goal, able to make a nice easy save. Narrowly escaped being demoed by Gyro on the way out of his own half. Gimmick, great reactions in the midfield. Gyro gets a missed touch. Can Torment sink this one? Wants a double tap, really having to stretch for it. And Gimmick will just turn it into that Knights corner just to delay the counterattack. Reynolds looking for Gyro. Gimmick will turn it upfield. AJ will control the ball on his own half. Squishy again in his face. Tough read for Gyro. Gimmick just putting the pressure on him and trying to cross up that defense as they follow that ball above their net.
Oh, no.
AJ misses the flip reset, but Gyro is there, and Torment will make a huge stop. There's a reason he was the rock for this team. Gimmick able to poke it through the defenders on the counterattack. Unfortunately, not able to fit it between the posts. Pass across for Gimmick. One more shot. Rel's there for it this time, and they will demo him. Say, get out of our half. We need to get going the other way. They got 33 seconds to work with. AJ camped out in the midfield. Torment and Squishy in the same spot. Can't afford a mistouch here from Cloud9. Defense must be perfect to avoid overtime. Torment off the top corner above that Knights goal. Is the double commit. Squishy towards the center as Reynolds actually won't even let that bounce. Hard into the middle from Reynolds out of that Cloud9 corner. Squishy and Torment looking to combine to just kick that all the way down, and it's into Gimmick's waiting arms, and how about putting an exclamation point on the match?
And what a way to end the series off for Cloud9. They have bounced back in a way that I feel like we've never seen before in RLCS.